Welcome to Japan's news. My pre-music is not coming on, but we'll have to deal with it. So let's just get into the news here. Well,
帰り
stranded.
道は一本だけ。万博でなぜ？
なぜ? Banpaku michi. Banpaku de kairi michi or this is kairi eki. So the return home train station. Ichi eki dake. So just one train station. Banpaku de naze. So they got to stay here at Banpaku. It's like a big festival kind of thing. Basically overnight is what they're doing, staying here. Look at all of them, they're just sitting there. Nausea? Why?
昨日夜、大阪・関西万博会場は多くの人で混雑していました。
Kino no yoru. Last night. So this is in Osaka. It's a big gathering place where you can go and watch things like an expo center. There's tons of people there.
大阪メトロ中央線コスモスクエア駅が停電した影響で、
So Osaka Metro. So Osaka, the metro, the subway. Chuo-sen, that's the specific line, the train line. And then Cosmos Square Eki, so that's the name of a train station. And it ga Teiden, so there's no power. No power there.
中央線全線が運転を見合わせる事態に。
So the power's out, so the trains aren't going, so everyone's just kind of stuck there.
方法がないなっていう風な状態です。
That's the wrong thing. So kairu hoho. So kairu is to go home, and then hoho is method or way to. Nai. There is no way to go home. Jotai, and that's kind of like the situation. So the situation is there's no way to get home, is what he's saying.
夜通しってなるとやっぱりしんどいですね。
And he's like, yeah, well, like having to stay overnight, it's shindoi desu ne. It's like it's tiring. It's not good.
最寄り駅は夢島駅のみで、市街地に電車で戻るにはこの止まってしまった中央線に乗るしかありません。
So this line here, this line. So there's a train that's stopped here, and there's no electricity there, so this train can't move. And there's no way that it can come back here to Cosmos Square to get them back home. So they're just kind of stuck there. So what do?
大阪ヘルスケアパビリオン帰宅困難者のために開放されたんですが、100人を超える方が硬い床の上で休養しています。
So 100人超える人が so more than 100 people. 床の上で so they're just on the ground. You know, they're just laying there on the ground, you know. It's got to be uncomfortable, but what an adventure.
たくさんの人が床の上で横になるという事態に。なぜこのようなことになったのでしょうか。
なぜこのようなことになったでしょうか。So here it says the same thing. It says なぜ why こんな事態に So why did this situation happen? They're going to explain.
多大なるご迷惑をおかけしたことを心よりお詫び申し上げます。
大変なる迷惑をおかけしたことを心よりお詫び申し上げます。So it's basically keigo. It's like really polite language saying 迷惑 like we made it 迷惑 what is it めんどくさい迷惑 It's a inconvenience おかけした We made an inconvenience to you. And so from our hearts, we say sorry, basically. Owabi moshiagimasu. So it's a really very polite way of saying that. And of course they have to because, it really sucks. They screwed up or something happened, but anyway.
大阪メトロは今日会見を行い謝罪。運転見合わせの理由は電気を供給するレールの停電としています。
So this is I'm sure you've seen it on the news. In Japan, they do this, like when something bad happens, they'll go on TV and they'll bow really low and just bow and like apologize profusely. So this is another instance of it. So Osaka metro, so like the train line. So unten miyawase no ryu. So why they couldn't get the train running basically. So denki o what was that? Kyokyu suru reiru no teiden. So the supply of electricity to the rail, the reason is that it's a teiden, so it's stop electricity. So it's power outage.
混乱を生んだ要因としては、
臨時のバスを、提供していく、そういったしっかりと足を確保するっていうことに、ともすれば注力をしてしまって、お客様に丁寧に情報を発信することが、できていなかったのではないかというふうに考えてございます。
博覧会協会によると、飲料水を配布するなど、適切な対応ができたとしつつも、
多くの方々が、大変な思いをされたことについては、大変、心苦しく感じております。
So he's saying oku no hito. So oku is a lot of, hito is people. So a lot of hito is person, hito bito is people, plural. Got taihen, so terrible or big. Omoi. So a lot of people had a really bad experience, really bad memories from it. Oshita koto ni tsuite. So regarding that, taihen, let's see. So they're just feeling really bad about it. Basically what they're saying. How many ways can you say I feel really bad about this? They're trying
しっかり
to
検証して、改善すべきものはしっかり改善していく。
So they're gonna look into it and figure out why it happened and see if they can fix it for the next time, of course.
万博会場付近で過ごした人の中で、救急搬送されたのは36人に上りました。
So out of all the people who had to stay, well, who were there at the Banpaku at that expo, out of all of them, so Banpaku Kaijo Nai, so その駅で36人. So out of all those people there, 36 people were taken to not the emergency room, taken to the hospital for treatment.
絶望でしたけど入ってみたら案外楽しかった。
絶望だったが、その会場内に入ってみたら案外楽しかった。So it was, what was that? That's supposed like despairing. So it was like terrible. But, so she said but kaijo nai ni. So once they got in, so haite mitara. So once they got into the to the expo area, angai tanoshikatta. So unexpectedly, angai, it was fun. Good attitude.
一生に一回でいいかな。
Anyway, 一生に一回, so one time in your life. 一生 is like during your life. 一回 is one time. でいいかな. So it's fine if I do it once in my life.
一晩過ごしてどんな気分ですか?
So the not the announcer, the interviewer here, he's saying hitoban, so that's one night. Sugoshite, so you spent one night here. Donna kibun, so what kind of feeling? You know, what do you feel about that?
面白かったし、学校とか親戚とかに自慢できるなって思いました。
So she said, kawaii. 面白かったし, so it was funny, it was interesting. 学校とか, so things like at school, and then shinseki, my relatives, ni, so 自慢できるなと思った. So 自慢 is like I can boast, I can brag about it. So I thought I could brag about it to my friends at school and my relatives that I stayed overnight there, that had that experience. That's it. We will get over there. Anyway, that's I mean, that place is pretty cool, Banpaku. So they made a brand new like bus station over there by which eki was it at? Can't remember. Weihomachi, I can't remember which one it is. But they made or it could have been Nipponbashi, Weihomachi. I think it was Weihomachi, I can't remember. Anyway, they made a brand new like bus depot that takes people from that station to the Banpaku. And so when you get there, like how you get around in the train station is a little bit different too. But they made that especially for that to get on the buses to take people out there. So it's pretty cool. I would like to go out and see it at some point. Staying overnight, yeah, I mean, it would be an adventure. I could brag to my schoolmates and my relatives. So it might be cool. But anyway, lots of people that had to stay overnight in that place. And they're alive to tell the tale. So it wasn't that bad. Anyway, that's it for today from the Japan's News. Enjoy the evening. Bye.